Yo, what's good? It's Jectron back with Black Clover 330. Declaration to Darkness. The hard fought battle is over, but we've got Adrenaline floating down. He's staring at Asta, who's just fallen to the ground. Intently staring. But then he just clutches his arm into Lucifero's body, grabs the heart. Now this is what I wanted. And then the body begins to disintegrate. And he says, well then, see ya. Flies off. It's just like, huh? Then he starts looking around. It's like, oh, everybody's fucked up. He's like, but those two, Yami and Noct, they're about to die. Star magic. Bring Mimosa in. Now, does not know that she tapped out of magic a little bit ago when she was trying to heal Hasta, because he was busy fighting Lucifero with Marileona at that moment. So, and she's just like, I'm so sorry. My magic power, I don't have enough to. And then you've got more people coming up. We got Grave, Vanessa, Patry, Longris, Vengeance. They were all together right before Yami came over to the battlefield. Or this part of the battlefield. And they're all like, no, this can't be. I don't have enough magic. And Patry's like, I don't have my grimoire. And he's like, even if I did have it. And Charlotte's like the only captain standing, it seems like. And she has a moment here. It's like, I came all this way to save you. What's the matter with you? Where'd your usual insolence go? Don't die, you idiot. And she confesses she loves him. So, twice. I love you, y'all. So please don't die. At that moment, Vanessa, who's like right next to both of them, is just looking on. But Rouge on her shoulder. The thread goes out. And you see a little spatial bubble. And a miniature version of the Raging Black Bull. Because, Lucy fucking wrecked the hideout when he was still in there with the tentacle worm monster thing. So they come up. Head chef got a big old bowl of food. Noelle, Sharpie, background, just yell, eat up. Most is like, without a fork. And they're like, just shove it in your mouth, bitch. And yeah, our magic's been replenished. Bust out the ultimate hack. So everybody's alright. Black Bull's not with Yami once again. But yeah, Yami's like, I really thought I was dead that time. And, knocked back and forth. He's like, I just barely managed to avoid going to the afterlife. This idiot. No, you were definitely going to kick the bucket first. No, you were. No, you. Then Yami's like, oh, Charlotte. Still alive thanks to you. By the way, what were you saying earlier? And her face just, And then the steam comes out. This loud ass gets up. So glad you're both alive. Mom said, thank you. Yami asked a moment. How are you grabbing that sword? Like that. You shouldn't be able to do that. Not anymore. He's like, yeah, you completely trashed my katana. What are you going to do about that? And Austin says, that was a while ago. It's been like, 4 days? Or something? Maybe 5. But, yeah, it hasn't been that long, really, in all reality. He's just like, well, I guess I'll just have to get a new one. I'll leave this one to you. Thank you. And then Austin's just like, hey, Knocked. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Knox. I hate people like you who don't do things the right way. It's a funny little panel there. Us the Goshen looks reaction. I'm like, huh? Then he continues. But I'm the same as you. I'll live on with you all so we can do things the right way together. A fierce battle and a reunion. What's next? Dot dot dot. Let's see. That's the recap. I was trying to do a live reaction. I went in a rant mode, so we just cut that out. I attempted to start editing. I was like, oh my god. So yeah. So let's break it down. Start back at the beginning. Adrenaline. Let's address the elephant in the room. Where is he going? Does that heart contain half of Lucifer's power, since he did fully possess that body that he constructed out of what was remaining from the mass of the devils that he had put together thanks to Morris? And why was he so intently staring at Asta? Is there a reason for that? Is it just because he took down Lucifer with the help of everybody else? Or is there something more? And it's not like he's really like looking at Liba. He's directly focused more on Asta. But yeah, then he just grabbed the heart. So, let's break this down. Okay. Is this a bargaining chip? If it is, like, containing half of Lucy's power, will he use it as a bargaining chip? How? If it is, how's he get back to the underworld? Because Cliff-Off was wrecked thanks to Lucifer himself utilizing Morris to fuse it with the mass so that he could, I don't know, not a lot of the stuff doesn't make sense in this arc without proper explanation from Tabata. So I mean, I'll have a whole video trying to break this all down as far as what devils were actually defeated, which ones weren't, you know, thanks to partial manifestations and partial manifestation through possession. Because there's clearly a difference between Magicula and Luciferos. But yeah, then we get into the things where everyone's going to have a problem, of course. I'm not even going to touch on Mimosa's ultimate again. I've done this before. I'll link you my video on 304 because it was on my other channel. So I didn't have this one made yet. Because it wasn't even a proper video. It was just mainly talking about the ultimate, her ultimate. And anyone who's mad about Charmy? Are you serious? Have you been reading the series? Did you watch it? That's what she does. That's what she's been doing since the Alpha arc. She makes sure people can keep fighting. That's, yeah. I'm not gonna go into it. And Rouge making sure they got there in time, like just pulling the thread. That's also what she does. Good for Charlotte. finally let it out, even though she got it made fun of. In this moment with Noct, it's alright. Not great. But he did acknowledge them, at least to Yami, that they were very, they were better than he gave them credit for initially. But yeah, rating. It's not a good chapter, to be honest. It's really not. It's short. It's cheesy, but that's Black Clover. So, anyone truly mad about this is it seems to be forgetting what they've been reading for the past 300 so chapters. And it's not like this is anything new happening here as far as people getting their magic replenished and then being able to continue to use spells. It's not new. It didn't just, it's not an ass pull. It's been going on in the series forever. You want to talk about most ultimate itself? Well, I'm not really going to get into it. Again, watch the video. That shit was foreshadowed for in like the dungeon arc. A little flashback that no L or Mimosa had. One of them. Yeah, you can argue whether or not she would have got there on her own if she didn't learn true magic and didn't been able to do it. That's a whole different conversation. But if any of the people who went to the Art Kingdom were going to be able to learn ultimate magic on their own, it would be the royals, because they have the most magic power. It's just kind of set in stone. On that note, thinking back to 284 with that chapter, let me pull this up. Yeah, it's definitely fitting that the three royals are the ones standing right in front of the dragon before she goes on to explain all this. Yeah, like I said, it's not that great. I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10 for the chapter. If this arc is over, and we are not entirely sure, that last tagline might indicate something else. Perhaps we have something going back to that Undying Bodies plotline. Maybe not, though. Maybe that's something for the future. Because who knows? That might be a topic for another video. But yeah, if we are to say this arc is done, and we're saying whatever was like so yeah, if we're saying 273 through 330 is all one arc, this is like a 7 out of 10. What sad is, if you asked me this before 310, what I would have rated this arc, I probably would have told you an 8 or a 9. Probably a 9. more than likely. For everything after Zenon's defeat has been a mess. Because we got the off-screen Dorothy versus Morris. We don't even know exactly what happened with Lotus. What happened to Morris's Shining Generals? I'm never going to drop this. I'm going to keep bringing it up because they were introduced so long ago as silhouettes back in the right after the battle in Chiton. Yeah, Chiton. You remember Chiton? It was like right after the Seabed Temple. Lost those bandaged out there. Can't even use his arm. Yeah. So, when we first met Longus. So that just seems like such a waste. So we got Morris bounce up out the club super early. And then we went, and the rest is history. Lucifero had all the potential in the world to be this great villain, and underwhelmed. I'm not gonna say he didn't. Is it enough for me to drop the series? No. Gave us one of the best sagas in manga. Like, straight up. It was the first saga of the story. Some of the best shit. So he gets a little bit of pass to have some screw ups. I'll live. I'm reading other things still that I've not enjoyed half as much overall as I have Black Clover. Overall. Still reading it. Haven't dropped them. So, who cares? Hopefully he bounces back. We'll see. But until then, catch you on the next video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Peace.